Things have gotten so bad recently for Marvel and Disney that they've been forced to admit what so many fans have been saying for years. There's a massive problem with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And even though the mainstream media went out of their way at each and every opportunity to defend the MCU, to defend Kevin Feige, to defend Bob Iger, they can't do it any longer. And over the last 6 months or so, we've heard this repeated thing from Bob Iger and Kevin Feige. We're really focused on quality over quantity. We're going to slow down things. We're not going to make as many movies or TV series that no one has any interest in. They say that time and time again, yet it doesn't seem like they've actually put anything into action because we continue to get reports like this. One of the things that's been rumored for a while with the MCU that they set up in the end credits scene for the Marvels was a Young Avengers team up. Why they would do a movie featuring characters that failed in all these other shows doesn't really make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to virtually anyone. But if you're coming from the MCU perspective where they want all these female heroes, I guess then it might make a little bit of sense. We got a new report on the status of the Young Avengers. You know, Cassie Lang, who everybody found insufferable in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Miss Marvel, who even though people like the actress Iman Vellani, nobody tunes in to watch it. The lowest viewership for a Disney Plus series for Miss Marvel and the biggest box office flop that Marvel has ever seen when it comes to the Marvels. And also America Chavez, once again, a character that got horrible feedback in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. And now we also know, after the tax filings, that movie lost money for Marvel. So all these failed characters in failed movies, for some reason, they want to bring them all together for the team up. The Young Avengers film is reportedly expected to start filming next year. I don't understand, and no one understands. That's why the reaction is stuff like this. First Marvel movie to make $0 at the box office. Upcoming Avengers movie update forces Marvel fans to reach levels of apathy that shouldn't even be possible. Now, they didn't put in the title Young Avengers like they probably should have, but you can see the reaction from most everyone. The Young Avengers movie will reportedly begin filming in 2025. We're approaching apathy levels that shouldn't even be possible. First Marvel movie to make $0, says Endymion. Nobody interested in this Marvel film. I assure you, we do not care. First Marvel film I'm not excited for at all. And how could you be? This is something that they've been teasing, that a bunch of the actresses involved have been pushing for. And I will say, Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop, of all these different characters, she's the one that I found to be the most likable, in large part because she had so much respect for Hawkeye. I felt like that TV show, although it wasn't good and I hated the premise, I hated the fact that she's the one that took down Kingpin in the end in such an easy way. However, that character I find more likable than virtually all of these other characters involved. But why would you do this? Cassie Lang, again, Ant-Man's daughter, who they teased, Miss Marvel, Kate Bishop, and they talked about Cassie Lang, Ant-Man's daughter, in that little end credit tease when it came to the Marvels movie. That was a complete and total disaster. Who's asking for this other than the actresses involved? Nobody. No fans. So Bob Iger and Kevin Feige continue to hammer home this drumbeat. You know, we're really going to slow down on stuff. We're really going to focus on what people want. This isn't what people want. If you actually go through with something like this, I could see if it's on a micro budget, you would do a Disney Plus series or something, you know, 50, 60 million dollars. Okay, whatever, throw away. But if you're talking about actually doing a movie, $250 million minimum at this point. That's how much Marvel does for movies. That's a low cost for MCU movies at this point in time. How in the fucking world do you think that would be successful? And of course, they want to include Ironheart, Riri Williams, who that's a Disney Plus series that is still somewhere out there that's supposed to be released next year. I don't know how old she's going to be by the time that finally fucking comes out. That's another person that people laughed at, that was made a mockery of, that they would include probably in the Young Avengers squad. Just more opportunity for diversity and representation and female empowerment. Yet another project that no one would give a fuck about and would fall flat on its face. But this is Marvel. This is the MCU. Again, the idea that even Iman Vellani, an actress people like, they didn't tune in for her as Miss Marvel. Nobody watched the Miss Marvel series, and certainly nobody watched The Marvels, the biggest flop in the history of the MCU. But this is Marvel. I don't think they're going to change anytime soon. It's all just talk and no action when it comes to Disney and Marvel. What do you guys think about this? Will you look forward to a Young Avengers team-up movie? I can't imagine too many people would. Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.